Hi, my name is Jimmy. We're going to be doing my community windshield survey of City of Chula Vista and National City. Um, National City is going to be my underserved population. Here you can see the breakdown of the population of 79,000 individuals that live in about 61,000 housing units. The average family size is about 3.5. The city of Chula Vista is going to be my mid to upper range economic community with a population of 79,000, living in about 79,000 units and an average family size of 3.2, living in a city that is about 52 square miles. For my assessment of National City, the streets are decently maintained with some recent repair to the areas on the main street. However, if you go off on the side roads, you'll notice there are potholes and faded paint on the asphalt or erosion and cracking asphalt. The buildings in the area are made from the 50s or 70s. Some of them have been redone completely, but you'll notice that there are security bars on the gates, on the doors, on the windows, and on the most furthest part on the property. Boundaries. The area of the city is pretty small. Highline goes from south to north, while Plaza Boulevard goes east to west. Those are the main streets of the city. Also, there's also East H Street, and that also divides a portion of it that's parallel to Plaza Boulevard. Housings are multiple family homes. They're more focused. There's some areas that are focused more on apartments and condos. There is a sign of decay in the area. You'll notice that there's paint chips, faded paint. You'll know trash on yards or on empty lots. I wouldn't say I would walk there at night, but I feel safe enough to walk during the day. But I wouldn't go in some areas, even during the daytime, that look kind of questionable. Here are some pictures from my drive-by on the National City. For Chula Vista, the first thing you'll notice, there's a lot of greenery. There's a lot of trees, brushes, but they're well maintained. The roads are multiple lanes with islands in the center that separate the both lanes. There's a very open feel to the environment. You don't feel close as you felt in National City. The appearance of the streets are maintained, fresh paint, or at least paint that's always bright white. You don't see a fade or anything. Light poles every 15 to 30 feet. There are well-defined bike trails and running trails. For boundaries and housing, we'll describe that in the next slide. For signs of decay, you don't see signs of decay because it's maintained on a daily basis by the private contractors paid by your homeowner's tax. They're specific into each community. So, whatever you pay your homeowners, it goes to those people who maintain your community. You'll see that no Chula Vista map from the Bay to the 805 is going to be Old Chula Vista. From 805 East all the way to the mountain range to the far right is going to be New Chula Vista. As you can see, here are some pictures from my drive-through. The houses are nice, they kept nice lawns. It feels open, like in the picture on the right. The bottom is going to be the Olympic Training Center. The left is Sharp Chula Vista's future expansion, which will add 3 more floors to the current hospital. Healthy lifestyle and behaviors in Chula Vista. There are a range of areas that they offer events for the community, 5K bike runs, triathlons. There are hiking trails, there are bike trails, mountain bike trails that you can do. For risk behaviors, left one represents mostly for National City and the right mostly for Chula Vista, but combined, the left does also apply to Chula Vista. There are break-ins, there are theft. No matter where you're going to go, there's going to be break-ins and theft. Jaywalking, you got a lot of people in both areas who have that invincible mindset. Assaults and shootings. Yeah, as assaults and shootings, you'll have some more in the lower population, but you'll also get that in the mid to upper end population too, because we over there in Chula Vista, there was a break into the Apple store. Someone tried to steal a lot of their product, but then they got shot by police. Poor health management. Some people just don't take care of their health. They feel something, but they wait until later until it's too late. Car versus car driving. You'll get people in Chula Vista driving fancy new cars, Mercedes Benz, BMW, Maseratis, all speeding and racing each other. So they'll race down the main corridor. Parks. There are tons of parks in Chula Vista just because of the money. You have 40 parks in Chula Vista versus the 8 parks in National City, 14 community centers versus the 8. For transportation, both have the trolley system, both have the bus system. They have bike lanes in Chula Vista that help the local communities get to their local businesses or their local jobs. For healthcare, 2 hospitals in Chula Vista versus the 1 in National City, 3 urgent cares versus the 2, and you have a doctor's park that provides multiple service from Children's Hospital, UCSD Oncology, Sharp, and Scripps Healthcare. City of National City has its own protection, its own police force, and it has a fire department. Same thing with Chula Vista. It has its dedicated police force, but this one has its dedicated fire department with Border Patrol. Border Patrol has their headquarters for the southern region in Chula Vista. Religion, here's the breakdown of both cities for population-based religion. Next one is the education provided from the city to the people. 4 elementary schools, 3 middle schools, 1 high school in National City versus the 45 elementary schools, 11 middle schools, and 12 high schools. There's even a community college and plans for a future UC or a CSU. Over here, you could see that there's going to be a 375-acre lot between the Olympic Training Center and the Innovation District for that university. And it's right off the freeway, the 125. Next is a list of stores that are available in each district, how many is in one and how many is in the other. Chula Vista, you'll note there will be 3 malls in the future, but there's 2 Costco's in Chula Vista, and both have a car dealership area where they can buy brand new cars. National City relies heavily on the U.S. military for Department of Defense contracts to repair ships, but also they rely on their major exporter on cars, as they're the biggest port for automobiles. Chula Vista relies on the housing market to provide money to the community. In the next 10 years, there's going to be an 80 by 80 square block of construction that's going to be completed. I is going to be a business district. J is going to be hotels. L is going to be a mall. And everything else is going to be housing districts. G and H, beyond that border right there, is going to be where the new university will be in the future. Major employees, U.S. Navy is the main one for National City, while you have Scripps and Sharp Healthcare and Costco and Border Patrol for Chula Vista. Poverty, National City, you could see it everywhere. You see in the cars, you see on people's properties, you see with the trash that's left there, graffiti, gang violence. The way that you know that National City is getting wealthy is the construction of the new library, redesigning community center by Kimball Park, the facelift of buildings throughout National City, and the fixing of the streets. Chula Vista, there are no signs of poverty, but they're wealthy. They have an expansion of the community. Everything is getting bigger and bigger there. More people are going to be there, and that means there's going to be more money to be made. For 2020 healthy people, here are a list of things for each topic addressing for National City and Chula Vista: accessing healthcare services, heart disease and stroke, diabetes and immunization for infectious disease for National City, Chula Vista, immunization, infectious disease, family planning, tobacco use, sexually transmitted diseases. For community resources, both have YMCAs. There's a Boys and Girls Club in National City, the Public Library, Family Resource Center, Samahan Clinic, Social Security Administration. One of the main things in Chula Vista is deciding a Health and Human Resource Center. Community strengths. National City, people are willing to help each other there. They have that small town mentality in some of those pocket areas. Also, they're very very willing to talk to each other. I've talked to a couple of people while I was in line at Starbucks or over there at Walmart. They're friendly versus when you go to Eastlake and Chula Vista, and everyone keeps to themselves. One of the main things in National City is that it's one of the cheapest areas to rent property in San Diego. In Chula Vista, one of the main community strengths is you have an educated community. The people that come there are willing to pay that extra buck to have the homeowners to take care of the community. They have a stable economic class over there versus in National City where it's unstable or they're just in the lower tier. Interviews in National City, the key stakeholder that I talked to is two people, business owners, Mike, who's 30 years old, and Louisa, who's 29. They have a food store. They're hoping that the reconstruction of the roads, the expand, just the facelift will bring more business and more people in the area for increased business. They want to keep National City a more clean area so that it doesn't visually look like a ghetto. I talked to a person who lives there, a 30-year-old female, who wishes that there was a homeowner association so that they can have more money to help fix the community, to get the streets done fixed faster. She grew up in National City, but she doesn't want to raise her kid there because it wouldn't have the same benefits in living as if you were in Chula Vista. For Chula Vista, a key stakeholder I talked to is Pablo. He is hoping to provide a reliable healthcare to the Chula Vista residents, but also in order to do that, it's the expansion of the Chula Vista campus to accommodate the growing population in Chula Vista. For the population, the person I talked to is a 35-year male who lived in Chula Vista, who lived in National City or Paradise Valley, and he moved there, and now he thinks that everyone's migrating to Chula Vista, and that next 5 to 10 years is going to become the next National City, because the people will bring that attitude that they had in the lower economic area to this area. And also he's against for the new trolley proposal. Thank you for watching my presentation. Have a good day.